YOLO intuition, YOLO superiority, the first superiority. A single neural network predicts bounding boxes and class probabilities directly from full images in one evaluation. The second one, YOLO model processes images in real time at 45 frames per second. The third one, YOLO achieves more than twice the mean average precision of other real-time systems. Number 4. YOLO reasons globally about the image when making predictions. Number 5. Compared to a state-of-the-art detection systems, YOLO makes more localization errors but is less likely to predict false positives on background. YOLO makes less than half the number of background errors compared to fast RCNN. Number 6. YOLO sees the entire image during training and test time, so it implicitly encodes contextual information about classes as well as their appearance. Number 7. Most models get lower average precision when applied to artwork dataset which has a different dataset distribution from their training, but YOLO has good performance and degrades less than other methods when applied to artwork. Number 8. YOLO learns generalizable representations of objects. When trained on natural images and tested on artwork, YOLO outperforms top detection methods like DPM and RCNN by a wide margin. Number 9. YOLO still lags behind state-of-the-art detection systems in accuracy. While it can quickly identify objects in images, it struggles to precisely localize some objects, especially small ones. How YOLO is built. As you can see in the figure, the image is resized to 448 by 448 pixels. Then it passes through some convolutional neural network, and at the end it passes through fully connected layer, and it maps the feature to 7 by 7 by 30 feature map. How YOLO works. As you saw in the previous figure, the resized image is converted to 7 by 7 by 30 feature map, and each cell in the image grid has 30 parameters, and the first 10 parameters are related to the two bounding boxes predicted by the model. The first 4 parameters are related to the position of the center of the first bounding box, and the fifth parameter is related to the objectness confidence of the first bounding box. The next 5 parameters are related to the second bounding box, and the last 20 parameters are related to the class probabilities of that specific object in the image cell. Parameters. As you can see, each cell corresponds to the 64 pixels of the resized image, and in this figure the horizontal center of the bounding box is relative to the cell's horizontal cell size, and here it is 32 divided by 64 equals to half, and it means half of the cell size. And it is the same story for the vertical position of the center of the bounding box, which is y, and for the height of the bounding box it is relative to the height of the image, and here it is 140 divided by 448, and it is the same story for the width of the bounding box. It is relative to the width of the image. Limitation of YOLO. The problem. YOLO divides the image into S by S grid cell. S is usually 7. This is the limitation of YOLO. Since each grid cell can predict only a limited number of bounding boxes, here too, and only one class. This causes problem when multiple different objects fall inside the same grid cell, or there are small same objects, so several of them map to the same cell. In each grid cell, one object can be predicted, so YOLO version 1 detects at most 49 different objects in an image. The solution. Mentioned problem is solved in later YOLO versions by anchor boxes and next in feature pyramids. Next problem. Since YOLO learns to predict bounding boxes from data, it struggles to generalize the objects in new or unusual aspect ratios or configurations. The next problem. If object occupies small pixels, then after passing through max pooling and stride convolution, the final feature cell is mostly affected by background, so it doesn't find the object. The solution. Later versions fix this problem by higher resolution feature maps. Instead of 7 by 7 feature map, it creates 52 by 52 feature map, corresponds roughly to 8 by 8 pixels in the image. What previous sentence mean? The input image to YOLO model is 448 by 448, and in the final feature map there are 7 by 7 grid cells. So each grid cell corresponds to 64 by 64 pixels. 448 divided by 7 equals to 64. But when we increase final feature map to 52 by 52 grid cells, each grid cell corresponds to roughly 8 by 8 pixel, which is 448 divided by 52 equals to 8. So in the later situation, small objects can be detected. Last problem. Loss function penalizes the coordinate error equally for small and large bounding boxes, but IOU is affected differently for small and large bounding boxes. A small error for large bounding boxes has a small effect on IOU, but a small error for small bounding boxes has big effect on IOU. It becomes much worse. Thanks for watching.